Coming up, we've got a fantastic night on the rabbits. We're checking zero with the ATFL Box Splatter Targets. We come across this absolutely stunning Tawny Owl and a Roe Doe with a young kid in the woods. All this and more, so stay tuned. Hi guys, and welcome to MFL Outdoors, and tonight it's bunny night, but we're going to keep an eye out for those foxes because there may be some moving around now. I've also been sent a couple of torches by Wuben. This is the new X5, long, slim, quite light, but very well made. It's an alloy body. It has normal white light. It also has a laser there, which is quite handy if you want to point something out to somebody, you know, if you've got fox that's dropped and they're walking out to it. And it's also got a UV light as well. Very bright, this one. I've tried this and yeah, exceptionally bright. So I'll show you this one tonight. And also they've sent me this little fella here, the G5, Wuben G5, and that's good as well. It has different colours. It's got a white light, which is really bright, and then it also has like a, I've got it on red at the moment, but you can change the colours. It goes like yellow, green, purple, blue, light blue, and so on. And it also has a clip here, so you can put it onto your hat peak. Or if you don't want to use it, you just pull it out. Let me just get that. And then it clips into place there, so you can just have it as a torch. The front piece is movable. Yep, so yeah, nice little torch there. Right, I'm going to wait for darkness to come in. It's 10 to 10 and it's still light at the moment, so unfortunately, yeah, it's late at night. Never mind, nothing we can do about that. Shouldn't complain really. I'm going to see what rabbits I can get, see if there's any foxes moving about as well. Tonight I'm using the Browning T-Bow 22LR and I'm using the Hikmicro Alpex 4K LRF. Right, before we go out tonight, I'm going to check zero on the rifle. I've been sent these. They're the 12 by 8 inch splash reactive adhesive sight in targets, and that's by ATFL Box. They've sent me these. This one's actually a pack of 50. It comes with a stand to put them on and a hard back so you can stick them to it. They're adhesive, so you can actually use them. I probably won't use this stand. Well, I never know, I might do. Give it a go. But normally I've got a Cadwell stand, a really good one, but they'll fit it perfectly. You get 15 plasters per pack, so that's per sheet actually. So when you take your shots, you can cover them back over and reuse each target again. Right guys, as you can see, it's blowing a gale out here, so it's not the best conditions to be zeroing, but we're not zeroing at you know, 100 meters or something. We're only at 50. Now looking from that first shot, you'd think it was spot on. But this is why it's important to take a few shots. You can see the group in there's just off to the left, so that needs alteration. It was just a fluke that the first shot actually hit where I was aiming for. Ignore the group off to the far right, but I've actually done 3 groups now. The bottom group there in the middle, you can see where the aim point is now. That's more or less spot on now. You can probably hear the wind, nothing I can do about that. It's just one of the things around here. But it looks pretty much spot on now, with the ballistics calculator as well. So I'm going to go over and see how we've done. Right, I'm using the stand, as you can see, that ATFL Box provided. Now it's so windy today, I had to wedge it against this post here to keep it from blowing away basically, but I think it would have done that with any of them. Anyhow, I'll show you how you can use these. So you get these, whoops, let's get that, and you can put them in, you see, and just cover up. Right, so there you've covered up that hole. So you can use this target again. Right, as you can see with these ones here, that's spot on that for me really. The target was blowing backwards and forwards, as you can see here, like this, so that's why I've got a little bit of vertical movement, but the last one I know was spot on, so that's about right, and that was using the ballistics calculator. When I started, that one was spot on, but as you see, if you take extra shots, you get a group in there. So you can see it's about a finger's width out there. So I adjusted that. We've now got them on vertical, which is where I wanted them, so we're spot on. Right, I've got the target back to the truck, and as you can see, I've filled in all the holes. I still had a few red ones left. I ran out of black ones because I had taken quite a few shots on this. But yeah, they work really well, and the adhesive on the back of these is phenomenal. Once you put it on something, you're not getting that off in a hurry. So really good, because you do get some that have some really flimsy adhesive on and they start peeling off straight away, but definitely not with these. And they were really good, you know, for actually seeing where your shot had gone. You do get some that they say they're splatter sight, and when you shoot with them, they're not. So yeah, 10 out of 10 there for ATFL Box, and I'll put all the details of where you can get these in the video description. Right, we're now out on the field for our first bunny of the night. It is starting to get dark now, but the Alpex is still handling it, and we're still getting a daytime image. Right, the Alpex was on auto, so as you can see now it's switched over to night mode, but I'm not using the IR. Right, I've now put the illuminator on. I'm using the Solaris SRX V2. That's the laser illuminator, and as you can see, it's showing a cracking picture now. And as shown on screen, the rifle is unloaded for doing the filming on this owl. And away it goes. Because we don't have any badgers around here, we do have a plentiful supply of hedgehogs. This one came up to me, nearly to me boots, I think. This is filmed with the Helion HQ38F. And I tell you what, for a unit that's about 9 years old, it still gives out a cracking picture. This is another hedgehog I came across later on the same stretch of field. In fact, I think it was more or less heading in the same direction. Must be in hot pursuit. Right, anyhow, back to the rabbits. I think this rabbit was invincible. The first shot, you can see the bullet's gone straight through its eye, and it's still staggering around. So I decided to take a second shot on it. And that was a heart and lung shot, and it's still managing to move around. Whilst walking past this wood, I did a quick scan just to see if there was any rabbits in there, and I managed to catch this Roe Doe with a youngster. It was great to see. I'll let you see this little bit of footage before we move on. It's not all about pulling the trigger, and you get to see some fantastic sights when you're out, especially when you're on your own and it's quiet. I thought I'd lost this one, but it actually died just behind those rocks, and I picked it up later on. Right, just having one final scan round now, and as you can see the truck was just on the top. I'm just looking around the field, everything is more or less gone now, either that or it's been shot. This is dim, you probably can't see it. That's number 2. That's number 3. And that is number 4. And that is pretty bright. Oh, that's the highest. So that's the highest setting we've got. And that is bright. Right, well I've lost count of the rabbits. I'll have to check them when I get to the shed. And as you saw, I gave you a quick demonstration of the light out in the field. And this one that's lighting the place up at the minute is the little G5. It's an excellent little bit of kit actually. I'm quite impressed with it. It's actually just up on me, just up here on the sun visor. As you can see, it's giving off some light. You can also change the colours as well. This is like the main being the white, but you can have it, it's got like a rotary control, so you can change it to different ones, red, orange. I actually had it on red out in the field, and then I must have knocked it a little bit because it went over to orange, but orange was actually better. I saw further and it still kept the light quite dimmed, you know, so it wasn't noticeable. As you can see, this one's noticeable and it's doing really well. It's good for the camera for filming. yeah, weather not the greatest. The wind came up. It's actually just died down now, which is typical. Been quite warm though, and I suppose having that wind kept all the midges and so on away. Right, I'm going to go and get these few rabbits that are on the other side that I shot out at distance picked up, if I can find them. And then I'll make my way up the field and make my way along to the sheds to sort the rabbits out. But on the way I might stop at a couple of fields and see if there's anything kicking around there. There's quite a few spiders hanging around on the gates tonight. Right, I'm back and just unloaded the truck. Right guys, well that's me done for the night. 19 rabbits shot in total. Couldn't find 2 of them, so 17 left. Got them back, sorted them out. One was a little bit too small to take to the game dealers, so I've left that for the ferrets. So 16 rabbits going off to the game dealers. I'm sure they'll be well happy. I also used the G5 on my hat there while I was doing the rabbits for the extra light. That worked well. Yeah, quite impressed with that little torch. And also the X5, that throws out quite a nice beam, especially out on that field. Anyhow, enough. I've had enough. It's 18 minutes past 3 and I'm heading home. Coming up next is a bit more information about the X5 and this G5. So if you want to see more on that, that's coming up. And from me tonight, take care and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Right, as promised, here's a look at the first torch, which is the Wuben X5. That's a tactical torch, slimline, really nice actually, and it's got a good beam out in the field. It doesn't go too far, it's not like an extreme beam, but it's great for finding your way around on the fells and anything like that. Anyhow, enough waffle, I'll get you a look at it. This is how it comes in the box. As you know, I've already used it, but I thought I'd let you see anyhow. Nice torch, nice pocket clip on there. We'll put that there, and then in the box you get the accessories, and you also get a manual as shown there. So something you could look at your leisure. To be fair, it's quite easy to use the torch anyhow. So as usual, I haven't looked at the manual. Right, so here we have a hex key which is included. That is to swap over the pocket clip. It can go left or right depending on how you want to set it up. And you also get what looks like a lanyard, but it's got like an alloy housing on it, and I didn't with not looking at the manual I didn't realise, but you can click that out and it is actually also the USB-C cable. So that's quite handy. I'm not sure if I'd trust it as a lanyard because just in case one of these broke free while it was around your wrist or something, but it's handy to have it if you want to attach it to the torch. Yeah, great idea. Right, so I'll put them out of the way and we'll have a quick look at the torch itself. On the top here you've got your function wheel, so you've got your main beam, lock, which means nothing will happen at all, and your UV light. Keep it in lock when you've got it in your pocket and so on, and then if the buttons are pressed you're not going to use your battery up without knowing. So you put it onto the main beam, and then on the main button there is a simple, I'll show you there, press it on or off. That's like a, you can half press it as you can there, and then press it on, and then you can go up in stages in brightness, and then back down, and then just press it off. The other button operates the laser. The laser is really good. It goes a hell of a long way actually. Yeah, really pleased with that. and it's great, as I've said in my videos in the past with other torches, and this one's no exception. If you're looking for a fox and you've got someone with you, or you've got this on a tripod, you can point it to where you shot it and then walk out to it. The plus factor on this one is you can actually have the main beam on and the laser at the same time. So you can light the area up and have the laser going down to follow it into the rushes where normally you'd be searching around for ages trying to find it. It's a nice slimline torch. It doesn't operate off 18650s, unfortunately. It has their own sort of flat battery on there. I haven't looked at that, but I'll put the details of that on screen. I'm presuming you can buy replacements from Wuben, or if you want spares. This is where your USB-C is. So you push that down, that shows you there. You've got the USB-C port. That's straight back. So nice pocket clip there. Really well made, waterproof. I'll put the full specs on screen now. I'm not going to rant through them all. You can look at them at your leisure. I don't want to bore you, but yeah, really nice torch. And the one thing I do like about the X5 over the previous model, this one's really light in comparison. Yeah, really well made. Happy with that. So now we'll go on to the G5. Right, and here we have the Wuben G5. So comes in the usual type of box, but as usual you're not interested in that. So let's get that open. Get that the right way. Take that. That's how it comes. You get, that's just a sheet telling you about taking the strip out for the battery, so that you're not thinking it's not working, because it has a strip in there. You get the torch itself, and then let's put this box out of the way. You get the manual and the accessories, and the accessories are what you would usually get: a USB-C charging cable and a nice lanyard. So yep, but we're not interested in those. It has a nice movable head on it. You hear that click into the different positions. It has a clip which you can bring out, and I used it on the peak of my hat, and then of course you can use this to put down to whatever angle you wish. That can then be moved back if you're not using that, and locked into place. On the bottom we have a magnetic panel, so you can stick that, you know, if you've got a boot lid or something that comes up and you want to stick that on there so you can see what you're doing, you can use it like that. So that's quite handy. Here we have the USB-C there. That's the cover, but you click it down to cover it and that's on. You click it down to the end and that's locked, so it won't switch on. But you knock it up one, and then with the main button you press, that comes on. You can then increase with this rotary control, as you can see there. It comes up very bright, excellent in fact. And you can bring that down and it just flashes there to tell you it's on the lowest setting. You can then switch over to the colour by long pressing this button when it's on there, so you keep that pressed. Now we've gone over to the colour light, and then you can change it. I don't know if the camera's picking that up okay. You've got like a blue there, then we're going into like a pink colour, red, orange, yellow, green, darker green, then blue and darker blue, and so on. So it's quite handy. I always leave it on red, that's how I like it. It's really good at night for keeping your night vision. And just switch it off with one press, and that's it. Neat little unit. Just click that back down and then it's locked, so that you can't accidentally switch it on if it's in your pocket. Really well made. Alloy again. This one was in yellow that they sent me. I'm actually pleased they sent it in yellow, because it's a bright colour. if you drop that on the floor when you're out at night, it's easy to see. We've got the G5 and the X5, both really nice torches so far, haven't had any problems with them, come with everything you need, and I'll be testing them out in the field, as you know, and as time goes by I'll let you know if I have any problems with them. But up to now, great little units, and thank you once again to Wuben for sending them to me. Anyhow guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for sticking to the end, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, bye for now.